Savage easily read that passing attempt all the way to the neutral zone. Stepped in over the blue line, got a wrist shot away from the top of the circle. Hoping for a rebound was Brendan Collier. But Rimmer tested early. Collier will take this draw again to the right of Ty Rimmer. Greenville controls. Matt Propavesis behind his net for Sean Flanagan. Flanagan shifts away from Collier. Plays it ahead, goes by Basaraba. Will it be icing? No, they'll wave it off. Jacksonville gets the puck, however. Good outlet pass going to Eberle. Cross ice for McIntyre. Over the blue line, it is Collier for McIntyre. Offside, however, is going to be the call. Jacksonville in their black unis tonight with the white numbers, some navy blue trim in there. Greenville in their home whites. Well, I shouldn't say home whites, it's now road whites. Also with navy blue and orange trim for them. 2 lineup additions tonight for Jacksonville. 3 of them, I should say. One of them, the backup goaltender, Colton Finney, is back here in Jacksonville after a brief couple of days in Manitoba with the Moose. 2 of the others are on the ice. One of them is on right now. The other one you'll probably see next shift. Welcome back, Jimmy Lodge. After spending 6 games up in Manitoba with the Moose, had 1 assist with them. As Greenville gets a shot on net, blocker saved by Lotz, rebound for Lodge. Lodge tries to backhand it away. Greenville holds it in for the moment. Derek Sutliff plays it off the glass. Daly is tripped up on the play as Lodge backhands it out to the neutral zone. Brendan Kotick forehanding back in. Lotz will leave the puck for Daly. Around the right side for Lodge, backhanding it for Critchlow. 2-on-2 with Hunt. Critchlow is onside, looks for a trailer, gets a wrist shot away, and the save is made. That was a tricky shot there from Critchlow. Held in by Daly at the right point. Around the wall for Critchlow. Critchlow with Garrett Hunt. Board work done here by Jacksonville. Poked away by Greenville, however, and Kotick will skate through the neutral zone. Chris Dines breaks up a lead pass, and Jacksonville takes over. The other player who was up in Manitoba recently, just sent back down today, now has possession of the puck. It's Elgin Pierce. Pierce going inside, outside. Great move, cuts it towards net. It's loose in the crease. Poked away at the last moment by Rimmer. We've got a whistle. What's the call going to be? A hand pass is going to be called by Jacksonville. Josh Erickson does not like the call at all. Let's see if we can find it on the replay. Puck was just laying there in the crease. Well, they'll say that Erickson, who was laying on his belly, poked the puck away with his glove. Linesman caught him. Close call. Might have been the shaft of his stick. Could have been his glove. Elgin Pierce had 3 games in Manitoba, and he had a goal for them this week as well. That was his 2nd appearance in Manitoba. He also played 3 games with the Moose last year as Jacksonville gets a long lead pass, almost connecting with Tyson Fawcett. Instead, it is Greenville clearing out. Jacksonville gets it right back in. Chad Duchesne with Erickson. Great forecheck by Erickson. Puck comes loose into the corner. Jacksonville's Tyson Fawcett looks for it, but it's going to be Sova moving it for Sandlack. For Sova again. Alish Sova at his own line. Plays it to the left for Duchesne. Rims it around behind the net of Austin Lotz, who just lets it go. All the way to the blue line, all the way to center ice. Jack Nevins couldn't control it. Greenville in control now at their own blue line. It is Tanner Eberle taking the body on Sean Flanagan. Crowd likes that. Will play on. Mingo in his own territory. Ahead for Collier, then to McIntyre. Backhanding behind the Greenville net. Rimmer plays it to the corner. Propavesis looks to clear at the right point. It's held in. Mingo with a drive, deflected just wide. Karam's off for Eberle, just to the right of Rimmer. Greenville will take the loose puck. They'll play it wing to wing and move it out. Propavesis for Basaraba, curling back into his own zone. Eberle moves into forecheck. Propavesis with a nice shift on Eberle. Drop pass for Flanagan. Flanagan looks to step around a couple of players. Eberle got the steal for Collier. He's got McIntyre with him. Collier for McIntyre. Trailer on the play. Couldn't get the shot off. Penalty coming here as well. This is on Jacksonville, I believe. There's the whistle finally. Rimmer and Mingo are crossed up. Interference is going to be the call. Andrew Brueggemann blowing the play dead. It will be a penalty against Dejan Mingo. Collier desperately wanted to make the pass to Bobby McIntyre, but the lone defender for Greenville had the passing lane covered. Looking at it from up here, he might have been better served taking the shot and hoping for the best. But instead it's Greenville on the power play. on the power play for the year. The Swamp Rabbits 6th overall in the league, 19.4%. Their only goal last night was a third period power play goal from Brendan Kotick, the defenseman, on an absolute bomb from 40 feet away. Kotick is on the ice right now, along with Flanagan. Greenville controls. It's Kotick with a shot deflected over the crossbar. Evan Jasper, who was Greenville's best player, I thought, yesterday, looks for the clear. Held in now. It's Jasper again at the right wing circle. Jasper on his backhand, flipping it into the corner for Sandlack. Jasper gets the return pass. Evan Jasper losing it behind the net. Tim Daly gets the steal and the clear. All the way to Ty Rimmer. Line change for the Icemen. Elgin Pierce moving in as a penalty killer along with Tyson Fawcett. Pierce thrown down on the play, penalty coming. That couldn't have been an easier call. Evan Jasper just grabbed Elgin Pierce way off the puck and dragged him straight down to the ice. Holding is the call. Careless penalty from Greenville, but the Icemen will be more than happy to accept it. So 4-on-4 for the next minute 26. And then it will be the Icemen on a brief power play for 34 seconds, assuming there are no other penalties anyway. Extra ice out there with one player gone per team. Pierce will try and win this puck to Tyson Fawcett at the top of the right circle. Top of the left circle, I should say. Scott Savage is at the left point. Pierce now gets tossed from the draw, so Fawcett will have to step in for it. Fawcett a right-hand shot at the left wing dot. And it is a battle for it, eventually taken away by the Swamp Rabbits. Basaraba with Pierce right on his tail. Elgin Pierce looks like he is ready to play tonight. Greenville with control, however. Propavesis to the left for Basaraba. Shapiro defends and does it very well. Possible 2-on-1 the other way. Pierce with Fawcett. Savage trails, goes to Savage. Forehand save is made. Fawcett didn't realize that the pass was intended for Savage. Pierce had the trailer all the way. Fortunately, Fawcett missed. He tried to one-time it. But Savage was the one who it was really intended for. And the Icemen looking good early on here with 15:49 to go in the first. Still scoreless here at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Jimmy Lodge comes on with Tanner Eberle. Eberle now Jacksonville's leading goal scorer. Tanner Eberle on the season with 14 goals. 12 of them as a member of the Icemen. Swamp Rabbits win the draw. It's Basaraba all the way into Jacksonville territory. His shot is deflected behind the net, however. Eberle with the loose puck, leaving it for Chris Dines. Dines escapes the forecheck of Basaraba, tripped up, but no call this time. Daly looks to clear in. It's going to be a delayed offside. Jacksonville has to tag up. Daly had his stick lifted as he tried to clear in. Jacksonville does clear the zone, but Greenville gets out to center rather easily. Walsh is over the blue line. Drop pass at the point for Basaraba, plays it around the boards. Jake and Propavesis do battle there. Third person in is Bobby McIntyre. He pokes it loose for Lodge with speed for McIntyre on the left. Centering pass looking for Lodge, couldn't get his stick on it. Daly holds it in on his backhand side with a double team. Playing it to the left point for McIntyre and behind the net for Lodge. Jimmy Lodge on his forehand. Great cross-ice pass for McIntyre. It is a power play for Jacksonville, a brief one. Travis Jake with it to the left circle for Daly as Brendan Collier steps onto the ice. Daly, top of the left circle, 22 seconds, wrist shot. I believe the save was made by Rimmer, and a bouncing puck goes all the way back to the Jacksonville end. Foot race for the puck here. Savage beats Johnson to the puck. Circling the back of the net is Scott Savage. Well played by Savage as Jacksonville gets it over the line. Eberle into the right wing corner, 5 seconds to go on the power play. McIntyre, right wing half wall for Pierce. One-timer deflects on net, save is made. Rebound for Savage. Around the boards as teams return to full strength. Pressure here from Jacksonville, however. Savage left point. Slap shot is blocked right into the slot. Pierce with a shot, and the save is made by Rimmer. Rebound for Carter Sandlack. Escapes one forechecker, moves it ahead for Evan Jasper. Jasper is over the blue line. Two-man rush. Jasper loses it to Pierce, then to Jimmy Lodge. Up the left side, it's Garrett Hunt. Not out of the zone yet. Stolen, however, by Chad Duchesne. Centering feed knocked away by Mingo. Great work, Jacksonville. Maybe a 3-on-1. It is a 3-on-1. Pierce with Lodge and Hunt. Lodge takes the shot. Save is made by Rimmer. Just sticking out the left pad at the last possible moment, or the right pad rather. Lodge wanted to pass the puck. Eventually he left himself too sharp of an angle. Jacksonville gets it back. Chris Dines clears into the zone. Jimmy Lodge just got in a little too deep before finally making the decision to shoot the puck. Rimmer made a great save at a sharp angle. Jacksonville gets another steal. Critchlow in the slot to his backhand for Hunt. Score! For the third time in as many games, it's Garrett Hunt putting the Icemen on top 1-0. Phenomenal feed from Cam Critchlow to Garrett Hunt. Garrett Hunt fired up, forearms across the bench for everybody sitting there as Jacksonville takes a 1-0 lead. How about Garrett Hunt scoring the first goal of the game in 3 consecutive games? Time of the goal is going to be at 6:56 of period number 1. And Hunt has his 9th. Critchlow with an assist, maybe the only assist on the play. Here's your goal announcement.
Assisted by number 11, Cameron Critchlow. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 56 seconds. Well, once again, your Iceman goal scored by number 24, Garrett Hunt. Assisted by number 11, Cameron Critchlow. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 56 seconds.
So there it is, Hunt from Critchlow at 6:56. Even strength goal for the Icemen. They lead 1-0 as we have a media timeout. Tonight's game brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 30th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada and Sutton Special Risk, sponsor of the 2018 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; the Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Sherwood Hockey, the official puck provider; Sports Tape, the official sports tape provider; Warrior, the official performance sportswear provider; SweatX, the official laundry detergent and odor eliminator of the ECHL; and the Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live league action by logging on to ECHL.tv, and be sure to download the ECHL mobile app for Android and Apple handheld devices. Arlie Johnson with you here at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. 1-0 Icemen on Garrett Hunt's 9th of the season. He made it 1-0 on Wednesday night. That game ended 1-0. He made it 1-0 last night. The Icemen prevailed 2-1, and tonight he makes it 1-0 again for the third game this week. Cam Critchlow getting the only assist as he was the one who stole the puck in the zone. Critchlow got the defenseman to commit by sliding down to the ice. Critchlow stepped around him, and from there it was just a simple backhand feed to Hunt, who had a wide open net. Crowd is up on their feet. Another great crowd for Faith and Family Weekend. They had Colton Dixon in concert here last night after the game. And a really good crowd yet again. Jacksonville 5th overall in the league in attendance, averaging around 5,500 a game. It's been a great season on and off the ice. Jacksonville with another steal. They get it into the Greenville zone. Flanagan tries to escape a double team, and at the blue line it's held in by Daly. Swamp Rabbits get it right back, however. Chris Dines steps up to knock the puck away, getting it loose at the red line. Dines leads the rush for Collier over the blue line. Into the slot, wrist shot. Just getting a piece of it was Rimmer. He didn't look comfortable with it, but he did make the save ultimately. Swamp Rabbits get it to center ice. Jack Nevins with Shapiro defending. Nevins chips and chases. Dines first on the puck. Takes a big hit up high from Nevins, but Jacksonville gets the puck. It's McIntyre wing to wing for Dines. Nevins among the league's leading penalty minute holders. He might be looking to stir things up a little bit. Let's monitor Jack Nevins, 24 in white for Greenville. He's on the bench at the moment, but he'll have plenty more shifts coming, I assure you. Jacksonville loses the puck in the Greenville zone. Wrist shot, however, is blocked by Josh Erickson. Loose puck into the corner for Elgin Pierce, who stick handles out of his own zone. Pierce for Erickson, backhanding in. He'll chase after it himself. Carter Sandlack and Erickson with a heavy collision behind the net as Fawcett tries to get the puck loose. Greenville knocking it free. Great work by Shapiro to hold it in the zone. Poked back away, however, by Greenville. They'll clear it to center. Kyle Shapiro, excellent effort there to keep it in the zone initially as Jacksonville gets a line change after a clear in. Greenville does the same thing on their own clear in attempt. Scott Savage flipping it for Dejan Mingo. Cross ice for Critchlow, then to the right it's Lodge with speed over the blue line. Lodge at the right wing circle, looks for a trailer, couldn't find it in Savage, going back the other way. Mingo, an excellent defensive play to prevent a 2-on-1 for the Swamp Rabbits. Greenville will now backhand in. This is going to be called icing, and we'll have the draw back in the Swamp Rabbit end with 10:37 to go in the first. 1-0 Jacksonville is the score, and they are out shooting Greenville already 9-1. So a phenomenal start here for the Icemen, and the lead to go with it. And it is Jacksonville winning the draw, but they'll have to chase it down in center ice to maintain possession. Clearing in is Mingo. Forechecking is Critchlow. Duchesne on it for Greenville. He'll spin away from Critchlow. He'll stop behind the net and wait to see which way he'll move the puck. He'll choose the right wing side. Critchlow peeling off on his forecheck as a huge hit at center ice will result in a penalty against the Icemen. Interference is the call. Power play number 2 for the Swamp Rabbits. Mingo into the box. Second time tonight for Dejan Mingo. Very unusual. Mingo has only 31 penalty minutes all year going into the game, but 4 of them in the opening 10 minutes tonight. And both times for interference, is that right? Yeah, both penalties for Mingo to interference. So another power play for Greenville. They are without Caleb Herbert tonight. Give you more on that at the next whistle and tell you why that is the case, but he is one of their best players offensively without question. Greenville does win the draw. It's Basaraba at the left wing faceoff circle. Cross ice, it's deflected out of play. That'll allow me to tell you about Caleb Herbert. If you were listening or watching it last night, Caleb Herbert took a minor penalty last night, launched the puck over the protective netting and out of play. He was given a game misconduct for that last night. That was in the second period. And with it came a 1-game suspension. So Caleb Herbert, who has 42 points in 31 games, is out for tonight, serving a 1-game suspension for launching the puck into the seats last night. Greenville wins the draw. They just keep it in. Propavesis for Joe Hauk. Hauk back to the line for Propavesis. Cross ice and a one-timer. Stick save is made. Rebound behind the net. Watts will freeze it right up against the apron as it came off the glass right back to the corner of the crease. Watts had to be very alert there. Austin Watts playing by far his best hockey of the season. Watts has allowed a grand total of 1 goal in his last 2 games. A 1-0 shutout against South Carolina on Wednesday. And a 2-1 victory last night, saving, I believe, 30 of 31 shots last night. It included a shutout streak of over 115 minutes for Austin Watts that was finally broken up in the 3rd period last night. Greenville does win the draw. Still on the power play for another minute 21 are the Swamp Rabbits. Hauk is in deep, plays it to the blue line for Walsh. Top of the right circle. Moving it for Hauk. Cross ice, it's Propavesis. To the left wing circle for Basaraba. Defending is Shapiro as a shot goes wide to the short side. Greenville still with possession. Hauk for Propavesis. Propavesis switches places with Hauk as the puck goes behind the net. Shapiro rubs out Nevins on the play, moves it ahead for Garrett Hunt. Hunt onto the backhand, will play it the length of the ice. Head coach Jason Christie showing some confidence in Kyle Shapiro there, having him out on the penalty kill against a very good power play. And Shapiro rewards him with that defensive effort and the ultimate clear. Greenville moving it right back in with 37 seconds to go on the power play. Chris Dines is first on the puck, tries to play it ahead. Dines is double teamed, and it's Evan Jasper stealing it and keeping it in for Greenville. Jasper to the near side boards for Hauk and then for Sandlak. Poked away by Daly briefly, but Sandlak got it back. Jasper will play it around the end boards for Kotick. Into the slot, it's Murphy with a forehand. Save made by Austin Watts. Right into his midsection, just let it settle down into his lap, and take the face-off with 16 seconds to go on the power play. Good-looking penalty kill here from the Icemen. Greenville now up to 3 shots on goal. Evan Jasper against Cam Critchlow on this face-off. And it is Critchlow winning it behind the net for Dines, slamming it around the wall, and he will get it out. All the way behind the Greenville cage, 6 seconds to go on the power play. Flanagan, lead pass for Kotick, forehanding in. Teams are now at full strength. Chris Dines playing it around the boards. Evan Jasper, first on the puck, drilled by Erickson into the wall. Josh Erickson has been playing very physical this entire week, really, including tonight, as Greenville looks for an offensive move, but Tim Daly gets the deflection. Looking for Mingo on the far side wall, held in by the Swamp Rabbits. One-timer by Flanagan, stick save made by Watts, and excellent rebound control as well as he redirected it into the corner to a nice safe part of the ice. Now it's the Icemen. Mingo forehanding in. He'll chase after it himself. Mingo behind the Greenville net, and he'll get the steal. Looks for the centering pass, goes to the blue line for Shapiro. Shot on goal, save is made by Rimmer. Rebound for Jake, another shot on goal. Rimmer makes another save. Greenville gets this rebound. Kotick around the end boards. Bobby McIntyre looking for the steal, unable to get it. Sutliff looking wing to wing for Sean Bates. Bates will forehand in behind the Jacksonville net. Watts will leave it for Shapiro. Stolen by Greenville, deflected right into the slot, but Jacksonville knocks it away and gets it out. Alish Sova at his own blue line, defended by McIntyre. Duchesne plays it off the boards for Johnson, working it into the Jacksonville zone. Collier turns on Bates, trying to get it loose from McIntyre. Bates got it free briefly. Scramble for it along the far side corner, ultimately taken away by the Icemen. Tanner Eberle for Collier. Not out of the zone yet, but a second effort by Jake does not get free. Line change here for the Icemen with 6:34 to go in the first period. The Icemen lead 1-0 on Garrett Hunt's 9th goal of the season. Jacksonville with possession. Dejan Mingo double-teamed inside his own blue line in a steal, but a penalty coming, and this is going to be on Greenville. Slashing is the call against the Swamp Rabbits. So Mingo is double-teamed, and one of them took a whack at it, at Mingo, I should say, and it will result in a power play for Jacksonville. Already leading by 1. 1-0 Icemen with a power play coming up. Fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2017-18 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC and mobile devices, as well as on Apple TV, Chromecast, and Amazon Fire TV. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. This is your hometown hero if you're watching on ECHL.TV. World War II veteran. Great round of applause. Jacksonville on the power play this year. They've been getting a little better. Still 27th in the league at 10.6%. Greenville's penalty kill continues to also be last in the league at 75.5%. At some point, Jacksonville will score a power play goal against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, but not yet. They are 0 for 17 this year against the worst penalty kill. Eli Lichtenwald is out there. His first shift of the game is on the power play, trying to create some traffic in front of Rimmer. It's McIntyre to the blue line for Savage. Cross ice for Tim Daly. Daly back for Savage, top of the left circle. Daly again, moves it to the right side for McIntyre. Wrist shot deflected wide. Lichtenwald got a piece of it. Around the boards for McIntyre, to the blue line for Daly. Cross ice for Savage at the left point. Savage moving at cross ice, went off a leg. Kotick will look to clear, stolen by Lodge. Lodge looking for Lichtenwald, taken away by Greenville. Kotick on his forehand, he'll have time to move it out of the zone and all the way down to Austin Lotz. 1:19 to go on this power play. Savage behind his own net. Savage, lead pass for McIntyre, takes him over the blue line. That was a great pass. Drop pass, it's Lodge, forehand save is made. Rebound is covered by Rimmer at the last second. That puck got behind him, but he turned behind him and swept it into his glove with his goaltender's stick. Jacksonville's looking very sharp offensively tonight. That was a tremendous outlet pass from Savage to McIntyre. McIntyre then setting up Lodge for the one-timer. Line change here for the Icemen. Tyson Fawcett will take the draw. Elgin Pierce is in the slot. Tanner Eberle at the far side glass. Mingo and Dines, your point men, and Mingo has the puck right to left for Dines. Dines at the top of the left circle. Play is bottled up, but it goes to Pierce. Shot towards goal, deflected on net by Fawcett. Save made by Rimmer. Ty Rimmer's been very sharp tonight. Played well last night, too, in the loss. And Ty Rimmer is really the reason why it's only 1-0 for the Icemen. But Jacksonville still looking for an additional goal here on the power play. They deserve better than just 1-0, to be truthful. They played superb in the opening 15 minutes. Puck is down, rolls right to Rimmer, who will seal it again. Fawcett against Jasper on this faceoff. Puck is down. It lays right on the dot, finally taken away by the Icemen. Dines for Mingo at the right point. Mingo, wrist shot, blocked in front by Duchesne. Turns and fires it the length of the ice. Lotz will leave the puck for Dines. 34 seconds to go on the power play. Chris Dines moving it to the right wing for Mingo. The defenseman leads the charge. He'll backhand in and chase after it and win the puck battle. For Eberle at the left wing corner. Loses it to Jasper and it's cleared out. Lotz will leave it again for Dines. 15 seconds to go on the power play. 4:33 to go in the first. Maybe one final rush. Dines from the red line for Critchlow, who redirects in. It goes behind the Greenville net. Lodge and Daly both going for it. It is going to be Lodge getting it loose. Lodge on his forehand. Good body positioning to keep control of the puck as we return to full strength. Dines a shot looking for Critchlow, knocked away by Greenville. They will skate out to center ice with Joe Basaraba. Cross ice. It is Nevins bringing it in. Delayed offside here as Jacksonville takes control behind their own cage. 4 minutes even to go in the first period. The Icemen lead 1-0 on Garrett Hunt's 9th of the year. Chris Dines still standing behind his own net. Plays it to the right for Daly, then for Hunt, who opens up the stick blade and deflects it in. Greenville has it there. Flanagan behind his net. Up the far side wall, over the blue line, and that is all. Swamp Rabbits get it right back. Flanagan again. To the left for Sova. Cross ice picked off by Collier into the zone one-on-one. Collier wrist shot deflected into the corner. Collier gets it right back. Looking for Lodge. Now into the right wing side. Jimmy Lodge looks to center. Moves it in front. The save is made by Rimmer. Battle puck for the loose puck at the line. Mingo holds it in. Looking for Collier. It's a bouncing puck. Spinning like a top all the way to the line for Daly. Stolen by Nevins and cleared out. Daly beats Nevins to the puck on his backhand side, shoveling it ahead. It is out of the zone, moving it for Collier. Collier for Eberle. Sutliff picks his pocket from behind, and Greenville takes possession in their own territory. Matt Propavesis for Johnson. Shapiro with the steal on Johnson. Clearing it to the red line. Sutliff right back for Greenville. Hauk with a wrist shot on net. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Austin Watts with another great save. Johnson has it back again. Looking for Hauk at the left wing corner. Hauk steps around one man. Has the puck deflected towards the line. Propavesis holds it in. Wrist shot towards net. Never reached the net. Sutliff with a drive that is deflected softly into the air, and Austin Watts is able to glove it down and take the face-off. 2:28 to go in the first period. It stays 1-0 Jacksonville. Shots on goal are at 12-5 in favor of the Icemen. So a media timeout here coming up in the first intermission. We'll go through the ECHL scoreboard and also the South Division standings, as Jacksonville certainly has hopes of climbing up in the standings. And even though they've been in last place all year, I believe that they feel that the playoffs are still within reach. This is game number 3, keep in mind, of a 7-game homestand for Jacksonville. Trying to make it 3 in a row, trying to make it 5 out of 6 overall. And we'll tell you just how close they are to moving up in the standings during the first intermission. Meanwhile, on ECHL.TV, you're looking at the emoji cam. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. The Icemen looking for their 3rd straight home victory. Pierce loses the draw to Evan Jasper. Propavesis with a drive. Stick save is made by Watts. Rebound for Jake. Fawcett gives it up to Hauk. It's still in the zone. Kyle Shapiro's had some good ice time tonight. Tries to beat a double team. And Fawcett will get it to center ice. Battle for it there. Greenville takes possession. Propavesis dropping it into his own zone for Hauk. Hauk stick handles over the blue line with speed, steps around a man, but loses it. Now it's loose in front and just swept away by Tyson Fawcett. Great team defense there as Jacksonville does. Is Austin Watts hurt? Watts might be hurt. There's the whistle. Austin Watts is banged up. And the whistle comes finally from Andrew Brueggemann. Watts is flexing his right knee. Wonder if he had his knee banged up against the post possibly. There was a collision right in the Jacksonville crease. Garrett Hunt wants a penalty call for crashing the net there. While Cam Critchlow looks in on his goaltender. Here's your replay on ECHL.TV. Yeah, Watts was stretched out as he got hit on his right knee. Dylan Harrington, Jacksonville's trainer, looking at Austin Watts, asking if he's okay. Some anxious moments here. Meanwhile, Garrett Hunt is talking with Andrew Brueggemann, the referee. Watts trying to stretch things out. Garrett Hunt wants a goaltender interference penalty, no doubt about it. Looks like Watts is okay, and he's going to hang in there, and that's great news for the Icemen. Watts has played so well this week. Here's another angle of the chance. It was Evan Jasper who went right into Austin Watts' right knee. Might have hyperextended it a little bit. But Watts will stay in there. Checking out his angles, make sure that he can do everything that he's supposed to do. He looks pretty strong in there. Just going with his goaltender techniques. About 1:45 to go in the first period. The Icemen lead 1-0. They're out shooting Greenville 12-7. Swamp Rabbits take over. It's Duchesne inside his own blue. Chipping it on the backhand side over the line for Walsh. Centering feed picked off by Collier. Playing it off the wall for Eberle. Flipping it ahead. Mingo couldn't get a hold of it. Swamp Rabbits get it to center ice. Bouncing puck. Looking for the steal is McIntyre. Knocked it into the Greenville zone, but that is it. Collier from behind took the puck away from Nevins. Mingo flips it into the zone. Mingo and Nevins with a collision as Duchesne loses it to Collier in the right wing corner. Trying to chip it behind the net for McIntyre. Broken up there by Greenville. Not cleared yet. McIntyre backhander just wide on the deflection. Savage in the left wing corner. Centering feed. Again knocked wide by McIntyre. He had 2 chances at it. Eberle looks to steal the puck away with Mingo's help at the blue line. They do hold it in. McIntyre's feed picked off by Greenville. Eberle looking to hold it in the zone. Nevins will try to clear. Elgin Pierce got a piece of it with his glove. It goes out to center ice, and we will have a hand pass called against the Icemen. Now in the final minute of the first 45.3 seconds to go. More pressure from Jacksonville there as McIntyre had 2 chances. One of them on a shot that went wide, one of them on a redirect that also went wide of the net. Pierce, Erickson, and Fawcett are your forwards. Again, Pierce along with Jimmy Lodge just being sent down today by the Manitoba Moose. Long flight for them, but they are ready to go. Jacksonville controls. It's Daly at the red line, rifling it in on the forehand. Propavesis first on the puck as Greenville plays it out. Foot race here. Johnson against Daly. Johnson over the blue line for Greenville. Daly's right on his tail. Puck goes behind the Jacksonville net. Sandlack working away from Dines. Dines steals the puck away, chipping it ahead. Propavesis can't quite keep it in. Erickson knocked it away and out to center. 18 seconds to go in the period. Greenville with possession. Hauk wing to wing for Johnson. Johnson over the blue line, onside, but a steal by Jacksonville. Elgin Pierce moving it for Daly. 5 seconds to go in the period, and the Icemen will be content taking a 1-0 lead into the locker room. Third straight game that Garrett Hunt has given the Icemen the lead. Third straight game that Jacksonville takes a 1-0 lead into the locker room. It's been 1-0 every time this week. Jacksonville won the previous two. We'll see if they can do the same tonight. Shots on net through the opening 20 minutes. The Icemen with 12, the Swamp Rabbits with 7. And again, Garrett Hunt has the goal. His third in as many games, his 9th of the season. Cam Critchlow the only assist. That goal was at 6:56 of period number 1. 1-0 Jacksonville is your score. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena, Arlie Johnson with you on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.tv. It's the Icemen leading the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 1-0 after one period of play on Garrett Hunt's 9th goal of the season, assisted by Cam Critchlow. Looking at other scores around the ECHL, we'll start with your South Division games. The Florida Everblades, for the 3rd time this week, playing in Glens Falls, New York, against the Adirondack Thunder. They've had a bit of a rude awakening up there. They've lost 2 of them, one of them in overtime fashion. And tonight, they are leading the Adirondack Thunder. So Adirondack winning 2 games against Florida already, including last night. The Everblades looking for their first win in this 3-game series at Adirondack. It's 3-1 Florida late in the second period. Other South Division scores, and this one is a good-looking score for Jacksonville. In fact, both of the next 2 look good. The South Carolina Stingrays lead the Orlando Solar Bears. 2-0 is the score there. That's with about 5 minutes to go in the second period. A Stingray victory would certainly help Jacksonville try and get 2 points potentially on the Orlando Solar Bears. Also, the Norfolk Admirals are in Atlanta for the second straight night, and it is Norfolk trailing Atlanta 1-0. That is with 15 minutes to go in the second period there. So if all of those scores hold true, Jacksonville would gain 2 points, including the Iceman score, I should say. Jacksonville would gain 2 points on Norfolk, Greenville, and Orlando. Those are all teams that Jacksonville is trying to catch in the South Division standings. And as we look at the standings, Florida still atop the division with 62 points on the season. 29-8-1-3 is their record for the Everblades. They have a 7-point cushion on the South Carolina Stingrays, who sit at 25-10-4-1. Third place is Atlanta right now, just at 500 though. 21 wins, 21 losses, 1 overtime loss, 2 shootout losses for Atlanta in third place. The top 4 teams in each division get a playoff berth, so that's where it's going to start to get interesting. Currently, 4th place is owned by Orlando. They also are at 500, 18 wins, 18 losses, 5 overtime losses, and 1 shootout loss for the Solar Bears. They're at 42 points in 4th place. Greenville is 2 points back with 40 points, 18 wins, 21 losses for tonight's opponent, 3 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss. In 6th place is Norfolk with 38 points. They have 16 wins, 19 losses, 5 overtime losses, and 1 shootout loss. And then it's Jacksonville in 7th place, but it's doable, guys. It really is. It's I wouldn't call it probable by any stretch of the imagination. It would take an incredible second half of the season, but Jacksonville is playing good hockey right now. Their record is 14 wins, 23 losses, 3 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. The Icemen with 33 points. But if you look at the grand scheme of things, Jacksonville ultimately 9 points out of a playoff spot. Is it tough? Yeah. Is it doable? Yeah, it is. Jacksonville has that as a goal. There's no question about it. And if, again, all 3 of these current scores hold up, then it's going to be a really good night for the Icemen. Jacksonville, if they win, and if Norfolk and Orlando lose, then it would be Jacksonville within 7 points of a playoff spot. It would be Jacksonville within 3 points of 6th place. It would be Jacksonville within 5 points of 5th place and within 7 points of 4th place. All achievable goals for the Icemen, and this could be one of those nights that could really help propel them up the South Division standings. It's going to take all season, or all the remainder of the season, for it to happen, but it's in sight. There's no question about it. So there's your look at the South Division standings and also some of the other scores around the league as we look at some highlights on ECHL.tv if you happen to be watching as opposed to listening. Here's Jacksonville's goal with Critchlow getting the steal, stepped around the defender and fed it to Garrett Hunt, who roofed it on the deflection. Critchlow forcing the defender to commit on the play is what really created that goal, and Hunt and Critchlow absolutely loved it. Hunt loves playing with Cam Critchlow. He was impressed with him from training camp on. And from there it was Austin Lotz who had some opportunities to make some great saves to keep it at 1-0. He is back in net, of course. Had a little bit of a scare late in the first period as he was run into by Greenville's Evan Jasper. Ran into his right knee, but Lotz toughed it out, and he's good to go for the second period. teams will start at full strength. Each team was 0 for 2 on the power play. Jacksonville will be moving from left to right as this second period gets ready. The Icemen will start with Bobby McIntyre up front. Maybe a little bit of a brief delay. I think there might have been a rut in the ice directly in front of Ty Rimmer, Greenville's netminder, right at the top of the crease. Ready to go now, though. Crowd up on their feet. Another great crowd tonight. It will be Collier against Basaraba on the draw. Crowd on their feet. Puck is down. Here we go. Second period. Jacksonville has possession. Savage for Eberle, tapping it over the blue line. No further. Mingo getting it back in the neutral zone. He will skate over the blue line and rip it around the wall. Propavesis gives it up to Collier, trying to poke it back to the blue line, but it's knocked away by the Swamp Rabbits. Playing it off the end boards. Propavesis for Hauk. Hauk gets it back from Basaraba. Spinning away from McIntyre. Good forechecking here done by Jacksonville, forcing the pass through center ice, and a poke check by Mingo knocks it free for McIntyre. McIntyre tried to clear it in, but it went off the corner glass right at the Icemen bench. So we'll have a stoppage in play. Just 32 seconds into period number 2. And the Icemen leading 1-0. Jacksonville again getting some reinforcements from Manitoba earlier today, getting their backup netminder Colton Finney back, as well as Elgin Pierce and Jimmy Lodge. Lodge is on the ice right now. He'll tap the puck for Chris Dines at his own line, giving it up to Jasper in the neutral zone. So another steal by Jacksonville, but they cannot keep it. The Swamp Rabbits will forehand in. Could be icing, and it will be. Dines just ahead of Basaraba for that puck. Or Sutliff, rather. Notable this evening is that Greenville is without their leading scorer, Caleb Herbert, serving a 1-game suspension. Their second leading scorer, also out due to injury, Brandon Trook. So, what is typically a high-scoring team, maybe not so much tonight, as Jacksonville gets a shot on goal, in a screen, and a save is made. Rebound goes to the right point. Daly steps around Sutliff all the way into the corner looking for Hunt. Save is made by Rimmer on the redirect. Daly gets it right back. Daly is double teamed. Sutliff does get the steal. He'll backhand it ahead, but Jasper can't receive the pass. The Icemen take over. It's Lodge curling into his own end. Curling a little further back away from Sutliff is Jimmy Lodge. Picks up a head of steam, loses it in a double team, gets it right back. Trying to knock it loose for Hunt, then for Daly. 2-on-1. Critchlow with Lodge. Centering pass. Lodge couldn't get the aerial pass. Lodge loses it to Jasper, and here come the Swamp Rabbits in transition. Evan Jasper with Hunt defending. Jasper forced behind the net by Hunt. Well done defensively by the forward, Garrett Hunt. Murphy playing it wing to wing. Wrist shot. Save is made by Lotz. Loose behind the net. Lotz got hit behind the net, I believe, by a Greenville player. Swamp Rabbits still with possession. No penalty call there as Lotz was hit on the play. Johnson looks for the wraparound, moves it in front, knocked away by Hunt, playing it safely off the boards and out. And Jacksonville will get a line change here. In the second period, you got to watch out for these line changes. It's a longer skate to the bench. Got to make sure these line changes are very clean, as Travis Jake will ice the puck. Jacksonville did get a line change fully, I believe. Well, maybe not Garrett Hunt. Hunt is still on the ice. The other guys got out there, but Hunt is the only one who's still gassed at the moment. But most of the bodies are fresh here for the Icemen on this icing call. Tyson Fawcett, Elgin Pierce on the ice. Garrett Hunt is still out there. Kyle Shapiro and Travis Jake, the defensive pairing. Greenville wins the draw. Houck with a centering feed. Save is made by Lotz. It was a sharp angle shot. Fawcett with the rebound. Ahead for Pierce. Over the blue line is Pierce, looking to go wide on Sandlack. Puts the brakes on in the corner, gets it to Erickson, and a wrist shot up high, but a save is made by Rimmer without a rebound. Erickson trying to go top shelf, stick side. But Rimmer is there to deny him. Nice setup, though, from Pierce to Erickson, just stepping onto the ice. Face-off will be to Rimmer's left. Collier, McIntyre, and Eberle on the draw. And it goes for McIntyre behind the net to his backhand side. Save is made. Rebound put just wide by Eberle. Eberle right in the low slot, just 15 feet away. Collier for Eberle. Hand pass will be called. Collier tried to glove it down to his own stick, but he never could get his stick on it. Talking with Jason Christie recently, he was mentioned Collier and Eberle by name about how impressed he's been with them recently. Just giving it all they've got, shift after shift. Love the consistency of those two and their work ethic. Coaches love work ethic. Collier loses the face-off. Walsh gets it away from Eberle for Duchesne. Lead pass for Basaraba. He'll backhand in. Mingo and Nevins do battle behind the net. Poked away by the third man. That is Walsh. Around the wall. McIntyre can't clear yet. It goes back behind the Jacksonville net. Nevins in the right wing corner now. Nevins spinning away from Savage. Behind the net, it is Mingo losing it to Basaraba, throwing it right through the crease. Nobody there, goes all the way to the blue line. Duchesne takes a huge hit from Tanner Eberle as the Icemen get control of the puck. Mingo up the right side, redirected out by McIntyre. This is going to be icing, but the crowd electrified from that huge hit. Tanner Eberle loves to lay the wood, and you look at the replay here, just drilling Duchesne into the glass, taking him down to the seat of his pants. Face-off is forthcoming to Austin Lotz's right-hand side. Jasper against Collier. Into the slot we go. Mingo loses it to Murphy. Murphy into the corner. Losing it there is Sutliff. It'll go to Scott Savage, who backhands off the glass and out to center. Murphy ahead of Eberle takes over for the Swamp Rabbits. Flanagan throws it back into his own end for Brendan Kotick. Indirect pass for Jasper. Goes behind him. Loose in the neutral zone. Fawcett digs it away briefly. Jasper takes it from him, however, and will flip it on net. Lotz will glove it and hold it. So we stay at 1-0 Jacksonville. 16:11 to go in period number 2. It'll be Sean Bates against Elgin Pierce on this face-off. Pierce, Fawcett, and Erickson, your forward line. Jacksonville wins the draw. Erickson immediately moves to the far side wing, playing it back behind his own net for Shapiro. Travis Jake around the wall. Erickson and Kotick with it. Erickson will golf it out. Foot race for the puck. Can Pierce wave off the icing? No, Pierce doesn't like the call at all. It was very close, but close is always going to go to the defending team. It's got to be a clear-cut win for the attacking zone team to wave off an icing, and it just wasn't the case there. Draw will be to Lotz's left. Greenville, as they did a little bit in the second period last night, playing a little bit better than they did in the first period. Pierce against Bates on this faceoff. It is Pierce winning it for Shapiro. Kyle Shapiro chipping it off glass out to center. Did it go off a stick on the bench? That might have been what happened there. Where's the faceoff going to be? Brian Grotz, Greenville's head coach, wants the faceoff in the Jacksonville end. Brueggemann's not going to allow it, saying, no, you guys had a stick over the dasher, and that's what the puck went off of. So it's really on Greenville for the reason the play was blown dead. If they just had their sticks inside the dasher board of their bench, puck never would have been touched. Puck is down. Greenville controls and dumps in. Lotz will leave it and then play it around the wall all the way out to center ice. Austin Lotz clears it out. Not normally using his goaltender stick for clearing it, but he did that time. Swamp Rabbits attempt to bring it in, but it ended up over the glass and out of play. 15:29 to go in period number 2. Jacksonville has been involved in a couple of low-scoring games this week, but they've been successful games. With a 1-0 victory on Wednesday, a 2-1 victory over this Greenville club last night. Icemen win the draw. It is Lodge for Dines. Cross ice for Lodge. Great stick handling from Jimmy Lodge. He's over the blue line into the slot. Rister, save is made. Rebound is loose behind the net. Critchlow tries to get the wraparound. Lodge for Critchlow. Hunt with a one-timer. Save made by Rimmer. This line is on fire right now. Left point, it's Dines with a drive. Intentionally moving it wide. Critchlow gets it off the end boards. Critchlow back off the wall. Dines looks to hold in and does. Critchlow for Garrett Hunt. Far side corner. Back for Critchlow. Critchlow into the left wing corner. Playing it around the wall for Tim Daly. Daly plays it in deep. Swamp Rabbits look to clear. Bates double teamed, gets it behind the net for Sova. And finally, the Icemen will get a line change, but another great shift there from the Hunt line, along with Cam Critchlow. Hunt again over the blue line. Jimmy Lodge moves in. Lodge behind the Greenville net, first on the puck. Can't get it away to Scott Savage. Savage will track it down at the red line. Savage ahead for Eberle. Great timing play. Eberle's going to walk in and he'll rifle it wide on the short side. Mingo holds it in. Behind the net, it's Collier. Collier into the corner. Spins away from Basaraba. Collier spinning away from him yet again. Knocking it loose for Eberle along the near side wall. Collier for McIntyre. One-timer. Blocker save. Rebound. Oh, so juicy, but Greenville pulls it away. It's Basaraba out to center ice, flipping it in on Lotz, who will make the easy glove save without a rebound. 13:55 to go in the second period. It stays 1-0 Jacksonville. More pressure from the Icemen trying to extend the lead. Stoppage in play here with 13:55 to go. Jason Christie getting his club along the bench, just barking out a couple of instructions. Doesn't have a whole group over. Mark Hardy, assistant coach for the Icemen, talking with the D-men. Max Markowitz, who heads the forwards for Jacksonville as an assistant coach. He's behind the forwards. The way the bench lays out for Jacksonville, Jason Christie, the head coach, right in the middle. Mark Hardy is off to my left of him. If you were staring at the faces of the Icemen players on the bench, it would be Max Markowitz, assistant coach, to your left where the forwards sit. It would be Mark Hardy to your right as the defensemen sit. And that's typical for this Icemen club, how they lay out their bench. Draw will be in Jacksonville territory. Collier waved out. McIntyre against Basaraba. McIntyre takes it cleanly for Mingo. To the left side, it's Eberle. Eberle double teamed. Still knocks it free, but Basaraba with a shot. Great save by Lotz with the left pad. Mingo tapping it away for Scott Savage. That looked like an easy save by Lotz, but it was anything but. Jacksonville trying to get a 2-on-1 going, but the pass was just out of reach, but the Icemen do hold it in. Savage with a shot, goes to Lichtenwald, forehand denied, and it is cleared away by Greenville. Just the second shift of the night for Eli Lichtenwald, and he misfired on the shot. He just stepped onto the ice, and he had a glittering opportunity. The Swamp Rabbits at center ice. Nevins over the blue line, top of the left circle, slap shot just wide. He didn't miss more by than a couple inches to the far side post. as Lotz cut off the angle at the top of the crease. Play goes all the way into Greenville territory, and the Icemen look for the steal. Elgin Pierce on the near side boards. Hauk pokes it free. Lichtenwald holds it in for the moment. Nevins gets it back, and a 3-on-2 develops for the Swamp Rabbits. Hauk for Nevins. Wrist shot saved by Austin Lotz. No rebound. And we'll have a face-off to his left side. Part of why Austin Lotz has been so good lately, aside from just the saves itself, it's been rebound control. Mentioned it in the first period where he had a save and kicked it very cleverly into the corner. He's also been making lots of saves without giving up a rebound at all. And such was the case on this occasion, as Nevins had a couple of shots on that shift, both just to the slot extended. Lotz denies him on both occasions. Greenville up to 11 shots on goal now. 12:48 to go in the second period. 1-0 Jacksonville is the score. Garrett Hunt has the only goal. Hunt will have to take this face-off against Jasper. And it is the Icemen taking possession. Critchlow gains the red line. He'll backhand in and chase after it. He'll get to the puck first as well. Tapping it loose, trying to knock it free for Jimmy Lodge. Stepping in from the blue line is Tim Daly, but Greenville is able to get it by him and out to the Jacksonville line. Indirect pass, Dines to Critchlow. Well done there. Critchlow clearing in. Greenville clearing right back out. Daly in the neutral zone. Feeding it for Hunt. Onside. Steal from the Swamp Rabbits. Wade Murphy will weave through the neutral zone. Around Collier, over the blue line. Poke check from the Icemen. Lodge knocking it free for Collier on his backhand. Collier gives it up. Greenville right through the crease. Swept away by Daly. Ahead for Eberly. Cannot get away from Propovesis. Greenville gets it to center ice. Murphy. Lead pass goes by everybody all the way to Lotz. Again, he will just cover it up. Austin Lotz will take every face-off available to him. Almost every one. Don't forget, tomorrow's game, again against Greenville, is going to be the second day game, at home anyway, for the Icemen this season. 3 o'clock start. The only other day game was a 10:30 a.m. start time all the way back in November. A game designed as a field trip for kids all the way back then. It was a wonderful day. But tomorrow's game, 3 o'clock. Jacksonville hosting the Swamp Rabbits. The Icemen potentially looking for a sweep, as here come the Icemen again. Possible breakaway. Eberly, forehand, saved by Rimmer. He got enough with the stick. Eberly gets it right back, however, in the left wing corner. McIntyre is there helping out. McIntyre pulls it away. To the left wing circle is McIntyre on his backhand. Turns and fires it behind the net. Eberly tracking it down in the right wing corner. Collier is there to help out. Travis Jake tries to get a piece of it. With Collier's help, then to Jake. Forehand goes wide to the opposite corner. Shapiro, the defenseman, steps in, holding it in briefly. Duchesne will backhand it off the glass and out. Might be icing if it reaches. It does, barely. So an icing call here against the Swamp Rabbits. Jacksonville offensively has been much better than just the one goal that they've scored tonight. As you look at the replay of Ty Rimmer making a great save on Tanner Eberly. Eberly looking for his 15th of the year. Had the game-winning goal last night, Tanner Eberly did. Second period goal. Nearly made it 2-0, just as he did last night. Greenville wins the draw in their own end. Sova chipping it out to center. Mingo right back in. The defenseman starts the charge. Backhanding behind the Greenville net. Mingo put the body on a man. Erickson does the same. Fawcett forechecks. Pierce is up high looking for the loose puck. Greenville turns it away. Pierce tries to step in, knocking it loose. Can Erickson hold it in? Yes. Erickson, forehand. Save is made by Rimmer again. Both goaltenders have been very strong tonight. Josh Erickson with an opportunity 30 feet away in the slot. Tried to go stick side up high, but Rimmer was able to get it with the shoulder and hold on to it. Shots on net now 17-11 in favor of the Icemen overall. In this period, Jacksonville has 5, Greenville has 4. Brendan Collier against Joe Basaraba for the drop of the puck this time. Controlled by Greenville. Flanagan away from McIntyre, feeds Nevins on the left wing. Nevins clears in. Watts will play it around the wall. Savage continues it around to the far side boards. Basaraba setting up a shot for Walsh. Save made by Watts. Rebound blocked in front as Flanagan tried to get a drive away. Jacksonville looks for the steal. They've got it. Mingo parts a possible 3-on-1, but Eberle couldn't handle the lead pass. Eberle turns into the corner. Kotick defends on him. Eberle is double teamed now. Collier trying to help out, and Collier gets it free. Collier for Mingo. It got caught in his skates, and it's the Swamp Rabbits 2-on-1 the other way. Walsh with Nevins. Walsh with a shot and a score. And we are tied at 1 with 10:02 to go in period number 2. Shane Walsh with his second goal of the season, and we are deadlocked at 1. Looked like the Icemen had it with a 3-on-1 of their own, but the pass to Mingo as the trailer got by him, and it set off a 2-on-1 the other way, and Walsh did it all by himself. Walsh's second of the year at 9:58 of period number 2. So 1-1 is now your score. And the Icemen, for as well as they've played tonight, now has to find a way to regain the lead. Tim Daly gets it into Greenville territory. Hunt whistles it around the wall to the right point. Daly is there to hold it in. Wrist shot deflected wide by Lodge. Helping out is Chris Dines behind the net for Critchlow. Dines again behind the net. Centering feed deflected away by Greenville's Evan Jasper. Propavesis on the backhand feeds it to the neutral zone. Tim Daly's pass knocked into the air. It goes to Critchlow, dropping it back for Dines in his own end. D to D for Daly. Daly chipping it up the right side for Critchlow. Feeding Lodge over the blue line is Jacksonville. Lodge on his backhand turns it for Critchlow, knocking it away. Greenville with a steal and a clear up the right side. Murphy against Jake 1-on-1 deep into the wall. Jake taps it away. Nice work looking for Hunt. He's got Lodge with him. Feeding Lodge at the blue line onside. Lodge has to circle back to center ice, though. He had nobody with him. Turns away from one man. Greenville looks for a steal. Helping out is Elgin Pierce. Great speed from Pierce on the back check to prevent a possible odd man rush for Greenville. Pierce still with the puck going wide. Going wide on Houck. Cuts in towards net. Save is made. Rebound. Hunt is tripped up and a penalty is coming. Hooking is the call against the Swamp Rabbits. Set up by Elgin Pierce with his speed all the way from his defensive end to the offensive end. Then it was Hunt who drew the call, but Pierce, fearless going towards the net, forcing Rimmer to make a save, and then Hunt tripped up and hooked, and it was an easy call to make. 8:42 to go in period number 2. The Icemen and Swamp Rabbits are tied at 1. Jacksonville going on their third power play of the night. With this timeout, Jason Christie talking with the troops there. This is as opportune as any time, although I've said it, I think, almost every power play the Icemen have had the last 2 nights. But at some point, the Icemen have to score against this penalty kill. Want to stay in the lead, or at least certainly make sure you get the next goal. You certainly don't want to fall behind in this game. Jacksonville's outplayed the Swamp Rabbits tonight. I think that's without question so far, but that doesn't necessarily mean you win hockey games just because you outplay somebody. That is not how hockey works oftentimes. The Icemen will set out Jimmy Lodge, Bobby McIntyre, and Eli Lichtenwald up front. Jason Christie wants a net presence. And Lichtenwald is just the guy at 6'6", 235 pounds. Garrett Klotz a healthy scratch tonight, with Lodge and Elgin Pierce both coming back down from Manitoba today. Lichtenwald on the faceoff. He's been a good draw man for the most part for Jacksonville, but he's kicked out of this one. Lodge will have to take it against Basaraba. Lodge wins it. McIntyre for Daly, right point. Daly to the left side for Savage. Savage back for Daly again. Slap shot goes wide of the net. Sweeping it away is Duchesne, but not out yet. Savage with a drive that is blocked. Goes to Lichtenwald. Off the boards for Savage, then for Daly. Daly to the left side for Savage. Cross ice, it's McIntyre. Daly with a one-timer. Save is made. Rebound goes behind the net. Around the wall, McIntyre looks to hold in. With the help of Lichtenwald, they do keep it in the zone. Lichtenwald into the corner for Lodge. Lodge bumped off the play by Sova. Lodge getting it back. Greenville with a steal and the clear. Austin Lotz will leave it behind the net for Savage. 1:19 to go on the power play. 8 minutes even left in period number 2. We're tied 1-1. Daly cross ice for Lichtenwald. Over the blue line for McIntyre. Slamming it around the end boards. Jasper looks to clear and does. So back behind the Jacksonville net. Lotz leaving it for Savage. Still on the ice. He's been on the ice this entire power play so far. Savage leaves the puck for Chris Dines. Dines through the neutral zone. Savage heads to the bench as Dines gets it over the blue line, but that is it. Cleared again out to center ice this time. The Icemen have it again. Nice work by Eberle taking it over the blue line with Pierce. Eberle to the blue line for Mingo. Cross ice holding it in is Dines. To the right side again, it's Mingo. Fakes the shot, goes to Eberle instead. Eberle for Mingo, one-timer blocked in front. Pierce gets it back. In the high slot is Elgin Pierce. Left side, it's Dines. To the blue line for Mingo. Mingo for Dines again. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Centering pass went right through the crease. Nobody home, all the way to the right point. Mingo holds it in. Greenville gets it back, and Flanagan will clear out. Jasper does the rest of the work, playing it behind the Jacksonville net. And the Icemen now 0 for 3 on the power play tonight, or at least they're about to be in 2 seconds. Mingo through the neutral zone. Long shot goes wide of the net, going behind the Greenville cage. We are at full strength as Propavesis flips it up the right side for Walsh. Walsh has it poke checked away by Savage, but Sandlak takes it into the zone. Carter Sandlak's centering pass deflected out of play. And a faceoff will be in Jacksonville territory with 6:26 to go in period number 2. How on earth can a penalty kill that is 75% on the season now be 20 for 20 against Jacksonville? So the draw will be to Austin Lotz's left side. Critchlow against Basaraba. Jacksonville out shooting the Swamp Rabbits 18-13. And it's Greenville winning the draw. Sandlak with a wrister that is blocked, never reached the net. Savage looking to get it free for Critchlow. He lost his stick, however, and Greenville got the puck because of it. Hauk nearly lost possession. He does play it into the corner. Savage first on it there, trying to knock it away from Basaraba. Basaraba collects it. Turning to his forehand side, leaving it for Sandlak. To the blue line for Hauk. Cross ice for Propavesis. Playing it to the left point for Sandlak. Centering feed deflected again over the glass and off the protective netting. And we'll have another draw in Jacksonville territory, but we'll have a media timeout to come up with this one. Quick look at other scores around the ECHL in the division. Florida's lead over Adirondack now 3-2. That is in the opening minutes of period number 3. South Carolina still leads Orlando 2-0. 18:34 to go in the third period of that one. And the same score now from Atlanta, where the Gladiators at home have a 2-0 advantage over the Norfolk Admirals. So both of those scores look good for the Icemen. What they really need to have happen more than anything, though, is to find a way to win this game in regulation. 1-1 right now. Not only do you want to win, but you may want to make sure you don't even hit overtime. Don't give Greenville any points. Still lots of time here, of course. 5:56 to go in the second. This is the second game of 3 in a row in 3 days between the Icemen and Swamp Rabbits. Jacksonville won 2-1 last night. They'll play again at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Draw is going to be to Austin Lotz's right-hand side. Jason Christie sends out Brendan Collier, Tanner Eberle, Bobby McIntyre. McIntyre had a great weekend up in New England, scoring 4 goals in 2 games after being reassigned to the Icemen by the Cleveland Monsters in the American Hockey League. He's been quiet this week. Perhaps this is the opportunity for him to connect. Jacksonville does get the draw. Eberle can't clear it yet. Hauk holding it in. Loose into the corner. Eberle knocks it free, but still not out. Basaraba for Hauk. Tries to get into the high slot. Tripped up on the play. Shot towards goal is blocked. One-handing it ahead is Dines, knocking it free for Eberle and then for Daly. Daly over the blue line. Playing it to the right wing for Collier. Behind the net, Daly blows a wheel as Greenville gets possession. Basaraba tapping it behind his own net for Hauk. Great forecheck by Collier. Can he get the puck free? No, he does not. Heavy collision in the neutral zone. Travis Jake was there, involved in it. Slow to get up is Jack Nevins for Greenville, but Greenville does get the puck, and it's Nevins with it. Forehand save is made by Watts. Rebound. Another save by Watts on the backhander from Hauk. And he will cover up this time and take the face-off to his right. So 2 shots on net there for Greenville. First one from Nevins, second one from Hauk. But it will be nothing more than a face-off. Line change for both clubs. Critchlow against Jasper for this face-off. And as Jasper winning it, Murphy with an immediate one-timer, catch and release from Wade Murphy, but Lotz is there again. So Austin Lotz continues his stellar play this week for the Icemen. Curious to see who's in net tomorrow, by the way, for Jacksonville. Will Jason Christie send Austin Lotz out 3 games in 3 nights? Tough to do as a goaltender, especially with the third game being an afternoon matinee. Jacksonville wins this draw. They get it into the Greenville end. Flanagan, dangerous pass, but he finds Evan Jasper on the play. 3-on-3 for the moment for the Swamp Rabbits as they clear in. Jasper and Mingo, a pair of number 10s, fight for the puck. Third man in is Scott Savage for Jacksonville. Curls away from Jasper. Pass went off a skate right through the crease, but the Icemen get it back. Mingo for Fawcett over the blue line of Greenville. Wrist shot is deflected, out of play. Face-off will be in the Swamp Rabbit end this time. Down to 4:29 to go in period number 2. Lichtenwald coming out with Elgin Pierce and Josh Erickson. Lichtenwald will try and win the puck back to Kyle Shapiro at the right point. Third defensive pairing on, third forward line on, although with Elgin Pierce out there just down from the American Hockey League, I'd hardly call this a third line. Greenville wins the faceoff. It's Duchesne behind his net to the right side for Sandlack. Lead pass picked off by Shapiro, who starts the play forward and drives it in on the forehand. Rimmer got a piece of it behind the net. Jacksonville looks for the steal. Lichtenwald has it. Turns to his backhand side, still behind the cage, loose in the slot. Who's it going to go to? Penalty is coming. Who's it against? Slashing is the call. And who's heading to the box? It's going to be Bates. It's a power play for the Icemen. Slashing against Sean Bates. So another power play chance here for Jacksonville. And an opportunity to regain the lead late in the second period. Elgin Pierce stays on the ice. Fawcett's at center. Eberle is on the left wing. Chris Dines, Dejan Mingo are your point men. Along the far side, Fawcett wins it easily to Dines at the left point. Playing it into the corner for Fawcett. Fawcett back to the blue line for Dines. Cross ice, it's Mingo. Mingo for Dines again, 50 feet away, wrist shot, save is made, rebound just wide by Eberle. Mingo holds it into the zone. Double team, but spins away from both of them. Trying to knock it loose for Elgin Pierce behind the net. Duchesne and Pierce fight for it. Fawcett is in there. Fawcett takes control. Cross ice, great look for Mingo. Cross ice, it's deflected away. He had Pierce open on the opposite side. That was a great look, but well defended. Fawcett to the blue line for Dines, then it's Mingo right side. Cross ice for Fawcett. Nearly lost the handle, but gets it to Mingo. Dines 50 feet away. Loses it. He overthought it, and Greenville gets the steal. Basaraba will play it out. 1:11 to go on the power play. Penalty coming on Greenville. Delayed call. Jacksonville, you got to get the puck to Greenville to get ready to 5-on-3. Chris Dines waiting for a sixth skater to come on. He'll feed it for Elgin Pierce. Pierce loses it to Johnson. There's your whistle. High sticking against the Swamp Rabbits. And it's a 5-on-3 power play for Jacksonville. And a possible double minor. Brueggemann is looking at Dejan Mingo, checking to see if there's any blood on him. What's the call going to be? Brueggemann heads over. Is it 2 or is it 4? 4 minutes. 4 minutes for high sticking. Double minor. Mingo got cut on the high stick. So a glorious chance now for Jacksonville. We've seen very few 5-on-3 power play chances this season here at home. But this is one of them, and they need it. 4 minutes on the board for Joe Basaraba, who's also perhaps their best penalty killer. The Icemen have Lichtenwald, Collier, and McIntyre as the forward line. Critical face-off. Jacksonville wins it. Scott Savage at the right point. Cross ice for McIntyre. In deep, it's Daly. Goes to Savage. One-timer. Save is made. Rebound comes high. Savage gets it right back for Daly at the left wing circle. Daly for Savage. Right side, it's McIntyre. McIntyre for Savage again. 36 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Daly is in deep. Looks to center. Goes cross ice. It's just deflected behind the net. Lichtenwald trying to knock it loose, but Johnson is first on the puck for Greenville. At the blue line, it's held in. Great work there by McIntyre to hold it in the zone. McIntyre, forehand, off the post, short side. Collier tries to keep it in, gets it to Savage. Cross ice for Daly. 12 seconds left on the two-man advantage. Savage for McIntyre. Into the corner, it's Daly. Daly flattens the puck, looks to center. Gets it in front, it is blocked. Going behind the net for Collier. Collier to the top of the circle for McIntyre. Cross ice at Savage. Greenville gets one man back. That's a goal. The light never went off. It looked like it went in, but the light never went off. I thought it went underneath the crossbar, but we'll play on. Collier behind the net to McIntyre at the right circle for Savage. Left circle, it's Daly. Heavy pressure. Rimmer gets a save and a cover-up. Crowd doesn't like it. Perhaps it went off the bottom of the crossbar, but I thought it went in. And there's other people here that feel the same way, but the goal light never went on. The referee never said no goal. Let's see if we can see it on the replay. They won't show that particular replay. Garrett Hunt is going to go to the referee saying, hey, I think that was a goal. But can they discuss it? The linesman talking with the referee. We may never know the answer. Jason Christie is yelling at Andrew Brueggemann. His hands are up in the air. Now he's yelling maybe at the goal judge. But it looked like it went off the back bar behind the crossbar. Will they be able to talk? All we want is a consultation with the goal judge. And are we going to get it? Will we get a consult? The goal light never went on. Maybe one of the linesmen felt like it was in. That's why there's a consult at least. Are they going to get the goal judge over to him? The goal judge is there. So they will at least talk about it. I thought for sure that puck went in. What's the call going to be? This is going to be very crucial. No goal. They say no goal. Not sure if the video would ever be conclusive for something like that. Still a power play for 2 minutes, 42 seconds. It's a double minor, high sticking to Greenville. I'm surrounded by off-ice officials here, and about 4 of them think that it was a goal as well. But the referee doesn't think so, and the goal judge didn't think so. Greenville gets the face-off win and clear out. Jacksonville knocking it right back in. This could be icing, and it will be icing against Jacksonville. Jason Christie, about as animated as I've seen him all year long with the officiating. He's generally very calm, but not that time, and I think he had reason to be. If only this was the NHL right now with video replay. But not to be. So a defensive zone draw here for Jacksonville, and Greenville wins it. They're going to kill some more time. There's 1:25 to go in period number 2. There's 2 minutes, 16 seconds left on this double minor. Dines feeds it for Mingo, right side. Mingo is fine after taking a high stick to the face, ultimately drawing the double minor. Jacksonville plays it around the wall. Mingo into the corner for Eberle. Propovessis and Fawcett do battle. Greenville gets the puck. Nevins gets the clear. Final minute of play in period number 2. Lotz plays it ahead for Pierce. Great work by Lotz. Pierce over the blue line, centering feed looking for Hunt. Hunt to the far side wall. Greenville clears it away. It's Johnson shorthanded. Offside is going to be called against the Swamp Rabbits, but they'll take that. Face-off will be outside the Jacksonville blue line. The Icemen feel like they were robbed just a minute or so ago from a power play goal. But the goal light never went on. The referee never saw it. From my vantage point, and I'm not going to tell you 100%, but from my vantage point, it looked like it went off the back bar behind the crossbar instead of the puck actually going off the crossbar itself. Bouncing puck, Jacksonville unable to keep it in the zone. It's going to be touched with a high stick by the Icemen. So we'll have a draw in the neutral zone with 33 seconds to go in the second period. If the Icemen do not score in this period, they will still have a power play for a little under a minute in the third period. Critchlow against Jasper on the faceoff. Critchlow wins it. It's Savage for Daly. Over the blue line onside with 30 seconds to go in the period. Daly sets up shop, moving into the high slot. Shot towards goal is blocked in front. Hunt loses it to Jasper. Duchesne gets the clear. 18 seconds to go in the period. Maybe one last chance here for the Icemen. Savage to the left wing for Critchlow. Dekes away from Sandlack and feeds Daly. Daly gives it up to Nevins. Back out to center ice. 5 seconds to go. Savage with a long drive, deflects on net, and that will do it. Second period of play is over. So Jacksonville had a 5-on-3 power play for about a minute. They are 3 minutes into a 4-minute power play. They have not converted, or did they? That's the controversy right now. Did a shot go in or did it not? The call was no goal. We may not ever know the answer. But we stay 1-1 after 2 periods of play now. Shots on goal in that period. Jacksonville gets 9. They have a 2-period total of 21. Greenville has 9 as well. They have a 2-period total of 16. So Jacksonville getting their goal in the first period from Garrett Hunt. Greenville equalizes in the second period on a goal from Shane Walsh. We're deadlocked 1-1 after 2 periods of play. We'll come back with about 5 minutes remaining in the second intermission. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena, Arlie Johnson with you on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.tv. We got a great one going here tonight as the Icemen and Greenville Swamp Rabbits are tied at 1 after 2 periods of play. Greenville had the only goal of that second period. Shane Walsh got the goal, his second of the year. It was an unassisted goal for Walsh. Jacksonville's goal came in the first period. Garrett Hunt, his third goal in as many games and his 9th goal of the season. So we are at 1-1 after 2 periods of play. Other scores around the ECHL. The Adirondack Thunder continue to give the Florida Everblades fits. Adirondack has come from 2 goals down to tie that game 3-3 with Florida with just 2 minutes remaining in the third period there. So overtime looming in that one. The other games involving South Division teams both look to be in the favor of the Icemen as the South Carolina Stingrays are shutting out the Orlando Solar Bears. 4-0 is now the score with just 4 minutes to go in that contest. So it appears that the Stingrays are well on their way to victory. Also in the third period, 16 minutes to go from Atlanta, and the Gladiators also for the moment are shutting out their opponent. That's the Norfolk Admirals. So assuming those 2 scores hold, and if Jacksonville can find a way to win this third period and win in regulation, Jacksonville would gain 2 points on Norfolk, Greenville, and Orlando tonight. The 3 teams that are immediately ahead of them in the standings. So that would be really, really good. By the way, just got some notes from our off-ice officials, a conversation with the goal judge that I did not have, but somebody else did. According to the goal judge of the goal, non-goal in question, goal judge says the net never moved, and that's why he didn't turn on the light, so no goal. The only problem with that is just because the net didn't move doesn't mean the puck didn't go in the net. But he didn't see it, so that's how it's going to have to stay. The referee didn't see it either, and we'll just have to leave it at that. If you are just joining us and you don't know what I'm talking about there, while the Icemen were on a 5-on-3 power play in the third period, fairly late in the third period, the Icemen had a shot on goal, which honestly I don't even remember who took the shot initially, but there was some controversy over it as to whether the puck went off the crossbar behind Ty Rimmer or whether it went off the back bar behind the crossbar. Several of us up here in the press area, at least 5 of us that I can see, thought that the puck went in the net, but the goal light never went on. The referee never pointed towards the goal, signifying a goal. Jacksonville head coach Jason Christie was up in arms, literally, as animated as I've seen him all season, wondering why there was no call. But ultimately, the referee did have a conversation with the goal judge, and the 2 of them decided that the puck never went in the net. Others feel differently, but Andrew Brueggemann had the ultimate say-so, and he declared no goal, and that's why we are still 1-1. Quickly, some other scores around the ECHL involving non-South Division games. The Indy Fuel leading the Kalamazoo Wings 4-3. That's in the closing seconds there, less than a minute to go. Indy trying to hang on at Kalamazoo. The Wheeling Nailers trailing the Manchester Monarchs 5-2. Manchester on the road winning that one with just 4 minutes to go in that game. The Worcester Railers have a 5-2 lead in the final minutes against the Quad City Mallards. They are going to go on to victory, it appears. The Toledo Walleye and Brampton Beast are deadlocked at 2. That is late in the third period, just over a minute left in regulation there, so overtime is looming in that one as well. Those are some other scores around the ECHL. Also, the Fort Wayne Comets have a 2-1 lead at Cincinnati against the Cyclones. That is early in the third period. The Allen Americans have a 3-0 advantage over the Wichita Thunder. That is late in the second period there. Also late in the second, the Kansas City Mavericks hosting the Rapid City Rush. They are deadlocked at 1. The Utah Grizzlies have a 1-0 lead over the Tulsa Oilers midway through the first period. And it's the Colorado Eagles at home with a 2-1 lead over the Idaho Steelheads midway through the first period. The Colorado Eagles, along with the Florida Everblades, they have been 1-2, kind of seesawing back and forth between the top 2 teams in the entire ECHL this year. Colorado coming into their game tonight with a record of 30 wins, only 7 losses, and 4 overtime losses for the Eagles. Both teams are back out onto the ice, getting ready for the third period of play. Remember, Jacksonville is still on a power play for 56 more seconds, so we'll see if they can break this deadlock in the opening minute of the third period with the man advantage. It's Savage at the red line for Jacksonville. He'll play it into the zone to the left of Rimmer. Sova slams it right back out. And Austin Lotz fell down on a slick part of the ice. It goes behind the Jacksonville net. Savage beats a man to it and feeds it for Tim Daly. But Austin Lotz caught an edge on a wet part of the ice, apparently. Daly gets it through center ice. Forehanding it around the wall. Lichtenwald using his body to try and get around Jasper, but Jasper gets the steal and clear. Just 18 seconds to go on the power play, and Jacksonville's power play continuing to give them all kinds of problems, even against the worst penalty kill in the league. Cam Critchlow for the Icemen, over the blue line, to the right side for Pierce, who's got a step, walks in, fires, scores! Elgin Pierce, welcome back! It's 2-1 Icemen. It is a power play goal, just 2 seconds left on it, but it'll count. And Elgin Pierce scoring 54 seconds into the third period. Great toe drag from Pierce, and then a forehand snapshot beating Rimmer to the glove side. Pierce walked around Joe Hauk and rifled a shot inside the short side post. Elgin Pierce's goal, it's going to be his 14th of the season at the 54-second mark of period number 3. And with the goal, Pierce now tied with Tanner Eberle for the team lead in goals. Cam Critchlow and Chris Dines get the assists. For Critchlow, his second assist of the night. Faceoff will be outside the Jacksonville blue line on an offside call against Greenville. Critchlow, Garrett Hunt, and Elgin Pierce on the draw. Greenville takes over, but a poke check from Dines knocks it back out to center. Matt Propavesis bringing it into his own end for Joe Hauk. Propavesis gets the return pass. Cross ice off the boards for Jasper, who backhands in. Jacksonville now in the lead again. It's 2-1 on Elgin Pierce's 14th of the season. Garrett Hunt knocks it free for Pierce. Pierce, who just put the Icemen on top. Loose in the neutral zone. Greenville gets it over the blue line. Penalty coming. It's on the Icemen. Chris Dines is going to go for tripping here. And don't be surprised if the Icemen find themselves shorthanded a couple of times here in this period. Jacksonville has had the majority of power play chances tonight. Not that I'm saying that Andrew Brueggemann would even things out. That's not necessarily the case, but Jacksonville has, I believe, had 6 power play opportunities. Finally, a power play goal against Greenville. Took them over 20 tries this season against the Swamp Rabbits, but now it's Greenville, and they're very good power play. And it's going to be a big penalty kill here for the Icemen. Puck is down. Greenville wins it. Bouncing puck to the line. Propavesis calms it down for Hauk. Propavesis to the left side for Basaraba. Propavesis gets it back. Wrist shot goes wide. Into the corner. Eberle knocks it free for Mingo. Savage slams it around the dasher and out. Quick line change here for the Icemen. Cam Critchlow and Garrett Hunt are killing. Greenville plays through center ice. Walsh, who has Greenville's goal, loses it to Garrett Hunt, who pokes it out with one hand on the stick. Hunt looks like he's banged up. He is limping towards the bench. He felt that one, but he made the clear. Greenville forehanding it back in. 1:16 to go on the power play. Lotz will play it himself around the wall, and does it out? No, it's held in by Propavesis. Shot deflected on net, and making the save is Lotz with the glove. As Jack Nevins got a piece of it with a stick. 1:08 remaining on this power play. Both teams changing up here. Lichtenwald is penalty killing here. He's the 10th forward tonight for the Icemen, but he's had some valuable shifts. Specialty teams, power play as a man up front, and now penalty killing as well. And just as head coach Jason Christie showed with Kyle Shapiro earlier, showing some faith in the young guys. He's called up from the SPHL, and Shapiro is also on the ice right now. Greenville wins this draw, but it goes between the point men all the way back into their own end. Lichtenwald peels off on his forecheck, allowing the Swamp Rabbits to get through the neutral zone. Murphy takes it over the blue line for Jasper in the right wing corner. Behind the net and around the boards we go. Kotick has it go off escape, but the Swamp Rabbits still have it. Jasper at the top of the right circle to the line for Flanagan. Cross ice one-timer goes wide from Kotick, who has a laser from the point, but that one whistled wide. We saw Kotick's shot on display last night. He had Greenville's only goal on a similar style shot to that one. A one-timer from the off wing. Scored last night, didn't score that time. Austin Lotz tries to clear. Jasper holds it in with his body. Towards the line for Flanagan. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Flanagan for Jasper, right wing circle. Cross ice knocked away by Critchlow and out of the zone. And that'll just about do it on the power play. 4 seconds remaining. Coming out of the penalty box right now is Dines. And we skate 5 aside again. Greenville 0 for 3 on the power play tonight as the Icemen get a steal at center ice. Eberle can't clear the zone, but a steal by Collier briefly. Knocking it loose for Eberle. Eberle curls back into his own end, gives it up nearly to Sutliff. Very fortunate that that wasn't a breakaway from Sutliff. A couple more inches closer to him, and Sutliff was going to walk in alone. Sean Bates curls away from Collier at the blue line. Mingo holds it in. Penalty coming. Is it on Jacksonville? Roughing is the call, and it might be on Eberle. Mingo got the touch. I just mentioned it when Greenville went on their last power play. Do not be surprised if the Icemen go in the box a couple more times. And that's exactly what happened there. Eberle in the box this time for roughing. And another power play chance for the Swamp Rabbits. Critchlow penalty killing with Garrett Hunt, the captain and the alternate captain. Critchlow against Basaraba on this draw. Chris Dines and Tim Daly are your defensemen for Jacksonville. Face-off is to the left side of Austin Lotz, peering out at the dot from the top of his crease. Jacksonville wins the draw. Daly behind his net, forehanding it off the wall and out. So the Swamp Rabbits will start this man advantage deep in their own end. It's Propavesis slowly through the neutral zone. High flip out of play. Tried to play it off the glass behind Austin Lotz, but it was a home run as it turned out. Just over the glass and off the netting. So that'll help out the Icemen a little bit. Draw will come into the neutral zone here. Jacksonville leading 2-1. They won last night 2-1 over this Swamp Rabbit team. Jacksonville wins the draw. They will clear it back into the Greenville zone. Propavesis waiting for Fawcett to skate by. Feeds it to the right for Hauk, who will redirect behind the Jacksonville net. Watts nearly lost it behind the net, but Daly was the only one to see it. Greenville had the puck if they knew where it was, but Basaraba didn't know where it was. Daly did, and he cleared it out. So the Swamp Rabbits back in their own end. Between the hash marks is Basaraba. Wing to wing for Propavesis. Ahead for Basaraba at the blue line, stolen and cleared by Critchlow. Great penalty kill thus far here for the Icemen. Another line change. McIntyre and Collier are your penalty killers here. Matt Propavesis to the left side for Kotick. Off the boards, could be icing. It is icing. It nearly went on goal. Austin Lotz put his pad up against the short side post to make sure that it went wide of the net. Greenville did not gain the red line before clearing in. If you're new to hockey again, If you clear the puck into the attacking zone from your half of the red line without the opportunity, without the defensive team having the opportunity to touch the puck on the way, it's going to be an icing call. There's a couple of other corollaries to that, but that's the general gist of it. Face-off will be in the Swamp Rabbit end here. Jacksonville still shorthanded for another 49 seconds. Greenville wins the face-off. It's Flanagan behind his net. Critchlow turning away as Flanagan plays it for Jasper. Jasper wrists it in cross ice. Mingo is first on the puck. Turns to his forehand. Tries to get it out, but it's held in by Flanagan at the point. But his cross ice pass, he pulled it and it went all the way out to the red line. Murphy feeds it for Flanagan. Now in his own zone. 23 seconds to go on the power play. Flanagan at the red line. He'll forehand in. Lott stays in the crease this time. Mingo cannot clear. Kotick holds it in. Off the wall and in behind the net for Sandlack. Murphy plays it off the boards for Kotick at the left point. Wrist shot. Save is made up high by Lotz. It goes back to Flanagan at the blue line. Faking the shot. Plays it for Jasper. Jasper loses the puck at the blue line. Not out yet, but Savage gets the steal. He's got a man ahead of the pack. Eberle out of the penalty box. May walk in to the backhand. Couldn't get the shot away. Savage saw him, but he couldn't quite get the shot away. Jacksonville looks to pressure, still in the zone. Collier holds it in. Cross ice for Eberle. To the left point, it's Jake. Walks in and fires. Save is made. Rebound is loose. It goes to the blue line for Shapiro. To the right circle for Collier. Pressure from the Icemen. Collier spins behind the net. Flanagan knocks it away. Collier gets it back for Eberle. Eberle at the right face-off circle. Spins away from Kotick. Spins away from him again. Tries to feed it behind the net for McIntyre. Great cycling work now done by the Icemen. McIntyre at the blue line. In behind the net, Eberle and Kotick will do battle. One-on-one battle there. Collier helps out. Kotick knocks it away, works it free for Murphy, and Greenville does get it out to center ice. Travis Jake will forehand it right back in. That's a great shift from the Icemen after killing off yet another penalty. 12:46 to go in the third. Jacksonville leads 2-1 over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. The Icemen looking for their third straight win, and it would also be 5 wins in their last 6 if they can pull off this victory. Icemen control the puck in their own end. Dines for Daly. Ahead for Fawcett, who redirects in. Rimmer will play it behind the net, trying to get it away from Erickson. Playing it around the wall. It goes all the way to the blue line. Daly holds it in. Shot towards net, deflected just wide. Lichtenwald got a piece of it. Erickson holds it in. Passes deflected towards the blue line, over the blue line. It goes out to center. Chris Dines will forehand back in. Jacksonville tags up and goes back into forecheck. Swamp Rabbits with it. Lead pass ahead. Dines steps in, knocks it high into the air at the red line. Greenville first on it there. Sutliff for Duchesne. Chad Duchesne ahead at the blue line. Daly picks it off, steps away from Walsh to the red line, and then another clear into the zone. Nice and simple work here from Jacksonville. Garrett Hunt with a sharp angle shot. Rimmer makes the save. Rebound for Duchesne. Duchesne stick handles out to center. Bouncing puck there. Greenville gets it back. Trying to clear in, but Savage picks it off. Savage, the defenseman, leads the charge. To the right side, it's Pierce. Again into the slot. Save is made by Rimmer. That was a nearly identical play from Elgin Pierce that he just scored on earlier in this period. Rimmer made the save that time. It stays 2-1. Collier is in deep to forecheck. As the Swamp Rabbits play it off glass and out, it's going to be an icing call against Greenville. Jacksonville again playing very smart hockey tonight, especially in the third period. No need to take any chances. You don't want to go into a defensive shell either, but you want to make the smart decisions. Gain center ice and clear it in. Work it into the zone when you can. Take your opportunities when given to you. Don't gamble. And so far, they've done those things. Eberle, Collier, and McIntyre is your forward line here. Eberle will try and win the draw back to Dejan Mingo at the right side. Scott Savage is at the left point. And it's a face-off win for the Icemen. It's McIntyre behind the net for Eberle. Turning to his forehand. Eberle skates to the blue line for Mingo. Cross ice at Savage. Shot in the screen is deflected wide by McIntyre. Collier gets it behind the net. Turns away from Basaraba. Can't get the centering pass away. Basaraba knocks it loose. Eberle taking the body on Basaraba as Greenville looks to clear. Collier again holds it in. The forechecking of this line has been tremendous. Rimmer plays it around the wall. Mingo with a steal. Shot on goal. Save is made. Rebound behind the net. Mingo threw that puck on goal so quickly, nearly caught Rimmer out of position. Now a save by Austin Watts the other way on the wrister from Nevins. Crowd up on their feet. They love the glove saves, although truthfully it was not that difficult to save at all from Austin Watts. But the crowd sure loved it. 10:27 to go in period number 3. It's Jacksonville 2, Greenville 1. Media timeout here, allowing the troops to rest. Looking at some other scores in the South Division, the Florida Everblades have defeated the Adirondack Thunder in overtime. Took them 3 tries to win in Glens Falls, New York, but they did tonight. 4-3 in overtime, the Everblades win. From Charleston, South Carolina, the South Carolina Stingrays have now defeated the Orlando Solar Bears in shutout fashion. 5-0 South Carolina. South Carolina also defeated Orlando last night, 3-1. And from Atlanta, game's not over yet, but the Gladiators are well on their way to victory. Now 3-0 over the Norfolk Admirals. All those results are great for the Icemen, with the exception of Florida, who is far and away in first place in the division. But the one that's most important is the one that you're listening to right now. Arlie Johnson with you here on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.tv. Face-off will be in the Icemen zone, right side of Austin Watts. Jacksonville clinging to a 2-1 lead midway through the third. Cam Critchlow against Evan Jasper on this face-off. Not anymore. Critchlow is kicked out. It'll be Garrett Hunt. Or will it be Pierce? Well, they'll look to go with Elgin Pierce, who has the go-ahead goal in the opening minute of this third period. Jacksonville wins the draw. Critchlow cannot clear. Houck at the point. Walks in and fires. It's deflected by Hunt over the crossbar, and behind the net we go. Couple of men go down. Tim Daly steps in, trying to backhand it away from Murphy. Murphy holds it in for Propavesis. Houck at the left point for Murphy in the high slot. Playing it into the corner. Daly is first on it, backhanding it towards the line. Jasper holds it in. Jasper for Propavesis on his backhand. Couple of men go down, one for each team. Greenville holds it in. Propavesis with a wrister, blocked in front. Critchlow chipping it off the glass. It went off the glass and out of play, so no delay of game penalty here against Jacksonville. It's just going to be a face-off in the defensive end. And I think we're going to have another media timeout very quickly here, with 9:49 remaining in period number 3. Jason Christie talking with his troops. Talking at the moment with Tim Daly. For the third straight night, it's Jacksonville nursing a 1-goal lead in the second half of the third period. They held on each of the other 2 games. Can they do it a third time? A defensive-minded week here for the Icemen, doing just enough offensively and doing a tremendous job defensively, led by the best defender of all, their goaltender, Austin Watts, who has been spectacular this week. Draws to Watts' right. Collier against Basaraba. Collier giving up a solid 6 inches in height there as the Swamp Rabbits win the faceoff. They'll play it behind the Jacksonville net. Jack Nevins has it poked away by Collier. They both go down. Nevins comes back up, now loses the handle and gives it up to Collier and then to Eberle. Eberle to the red line before forehanding in. Kotick takes him down, penalty coming. This is on Greenville. Interference is the call. And I gotta be honest, a pretty careless penalty there from Greenville. Hard not to call it. Brendan Connick will go into the box. And it's the Icemen up by a goal and now up by a man on the ice. So Jacksonville looking for some insurance here in the third period. It'll be Cam Critchlow, Elgin Pierce, and Garrett Hunt. Chris Dines and Dejan Mingo at the blue line. Critchlow has a pair of helpers tonight. Both primary assists. And they do win the draw. It's Pierce to Dines at the left point. Cross ice for Mingo. Mingo, wrist shot on a screen. Save is made. Rebound is covered. Hunt might have gotten a piece of it on the wrister from Mingo. It was certainly a screenshot. Rimmer had a tough time seeing it, but he made the save. And I will continue to give credit to Ty Rimmer. Remember, he came into this weekend having given up 3 goals in the first 95 seconds of his last game. Got pulled, certainly couldn't have been feeling good about himself, but he's right at the ship. He's played well for the Swamp Rabbits this weekend. Jacksonville wins another draw. Pierce to Mingo. Cross ice, it's Dines. Dines looking for a centering feed. It goes by Critchlow to the opposite wing. Pierce holds onto it for Jacksonville. Pierce, indirect pass for Mingo at the right point. Rolling puck. Tried to get it to Pierce, but it's out of his reach. Garrett Hunt looking to keep it in. Centering feed deflected to the blue line. It's Mingo for Dines. Top of the circle. Wrist shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose. And it's covered by Rimmer. Had it underneath his pad somewhere. Great pressure here from the Icemen. This is a good-looking power play. Their go-ahead goal in the third period was a power play goal with Elgin Pierce on the rush. This time it's more a set-up power play. Good possession time here from the Icemen on this man advantage. Critchlow, Hunt, and Pierce stay on the ice. Coach Jason Christie liked what he saw out of him with 1:26 to go on Brendan Connick's interference penalty. Dines and Mingo stay on the ice too. Slight delay here. Something involving the Greenville crease. But we're ready to go now. Maybe a net issue, not sure. Puck is down. Greenville wins this one, but they do not clear. Behind the net, Elgin Pierce gets it away. Goes off the referee and back to Pierce. Left point for Chris Dines. Wing to wing for Mingo. Dines center point. Wrist shot on the screen. Deflected just wide. Deflected off an arm up high. Garrett Hunt away from Propavesis. Off the boards for Mingo. To Dines at the left point. To the half wall for Pierce. Centering feed. Critchlow pokes it wide. Pierce gets it back behind the net. To the blue line, it's Mingo. Left side, it's Dines with Hunt in front. Cross ice, it's Pierce. Walks in and fires just wide. Man, he's got a great snapshot. Chris Dines into the slot for Critchlow. Now it's Mingo with a drive. That is blocked. Dines holds it in at the top of the left circle. Great pressure still here from Jacksonville. Dines, pass for Mingo and miscommunication. It goes out to center ice. Mingo gets it back for Pierce. Over the blue line, onside for Dines, the defenseman centering feed. Goes off the boards for McIntyre. McIntyre leaving it for Dines. Still 24 seconds to go on the power play. At the right point, Daly can't handle the pass, and that goes out to center ice. Daly back into the zone with Lichtenwald. Tim Daly, double teamed, gets it behind the net. Lichtenwald feeds it for Collier. Looking for Savage. Wrist shot. Save is made again by Ty Rimmer. Great feed from Collier to Savage. Savage tried to go 5-hole, but Rimmer was there to deny him. Great replay here on ECHL.TV. Savage needed that shot to go a little lower. 8 seconds left on this power play for Jacksonville. They lead 2-1. They're out shooting Greenville 31-18 overall. 10 shots this period for Jacksonville. Just 2 for Greenville. It's been all Icemen here in the third period. And remember, Greenville's had 2 power plays as well. Jacksonville has 2, just for full disclosure. Icemen win the draw. Savage left point. Wrist shot goes behind the net. Off the end board, Sova will drive it out of the zone and got hammered on the play by Tanner Eberle. Teams are back at full strength, and Sova is going to think twice about clearing the zone away from Tanner Eberle. McIntyre redirects in behind the Greenville net. Rimmer plays it for Duchesne. Nearly knocked free by Collier, but Greenville does work it to center ice. Stick up high, another penalty coming on Greenville. High sticking penalty against Basaraba. Delayed call. It would do Jacksonville a world of good to waste as much time as possible as here with less than 7 minutes to go and with Jacksonville in the lead. On the bench right now is Austin Lott. 6 skaters are on. Collier left side, wrist shot, save is made. Rebound is finally whistle blows. I don't know if Greenville ever had possession, but it's going to be a high sticking penalty against the Swamp Rabbits. As you look at the replay on that hit from Tanner Eberle on Alish Sova. So Jacksonville another opportunity to score with the man advantage here. 6:47 remaining in the third. Jacksonville leading just by 1. And the flip side of this is if Jacksonville does not score on yet another power play, you could argue that Greenville would have some momentum from some penalty kills. You certainly don't want that to happen. Jacksonville wants the power play goal to gain some insurance, valuable insurance. They do win the draw. Mingo to the right side for Pierce. Slap shot, save is made, rebound behind the net. Dine steps in, looking to pinch in. Around the end boards for Elgin Pierce. Pierce behind the net for Garrett Hunt. Off the boards for Pierce. Pierce steps away from a man, goes cross ice for Dines. Wrist shot goes wide. Looking for the deflection was Garrett Hunt. All the way to the right point, it's Mingo cross ice for Dines. Mingo gets it back. Mingo to the right side for Pierce. Slap shot goes over the crossbar. Dines gets it around the wall for Pierce again. Elgin Pierce at the top of the right circle. Defending is Sandlack. Pierce skates behind the net with it. Still with it is Pierce. Stolen now by Greenville. It's going to be Evan Jasper skating out to center ice. Broken up there by Mingo. Mingo is tripped up. Gets it free for Pierce over the blue line with Lichtenwald. Pierce needs a line change. He just clears in. That allows Greenville plenty of opportunity to clear the zone. 52 seconds left on the power play. Jacksonville leading by 1. Fresh legs on. Greenville with a steal and another clear from center ice. Watts will leave the puck for Savage behind his own net. 5:25 to go in the third period. Jacksonville leading 2-1. This is going to be icing against Jacksonville. The lead pass for McIntyre. He didn't get a stick on it. Just 32 seconds left on this power play for the Icemen. Great crowd again tonight. 72-18 on hand this evening. Crowd up on their feet, and they should be on their feet. And the Icemen staff and players salute the crowd, as they should. Greenville wins this faceoff. They'll play it out to center and clear it back in. 22 seconds left on the man advantage for the Icemen. It's Savage in his own end. Headmanning it for Lichtenwald, who forehands over the blue line, but that's it. Greenville gets it back, and they will clear. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Savage deep in his own zone. And the Icemen will have another power play go by without anything. Out of the penalty box is Basaraba as Collier gains the line. Collier ahead for McIntyre to the backhand. Score! Bobby McIntyre puts the icing up on the cake. It's 3-1 Jacksonville. 4:40 to go in the third period. Collier with the backhand feed to McIntyre, who deked from forehand to backhand and roofed it over the glove of Ty Rimmer. And Jacksonville scoring with 4:40 to go in the third. It's 3-1 Icemen. That's a great feed from Collier to McIntyre. McIntyre making Rimmer commit down low and then roofing it under the bar. Bobby McIntyre has his 10th goal of the season. Time of this goal is going to be at 15:20. What a huge goal for the Icemen. Jacksonville looking for more. They're not done yet. Still in the offensive zone, it's Cam Critchlow. Knocking it behind the net for Garrett Hunt. Has to play it off the dasher. On his backhand is Hunt. Turns and fires it on net. Rimmer makes the save. Rebound to the far side board. Sutliff tracks it down for the Swamp Rabbits. But Jacksonville getting that insurance goal here in the third period. Greenville clears in. It's a delayed offside. They've got to clear the zone, and that allows Tim Daly plenty of time to move it off the wall for Pierce. Over the blue line looking for Erickson. Backhander. Save is made. It went off the glove of Rimmer and trickled just wide. Caught it going after Elgin Pierce there as Jacksonville cannot keep the puck in the zone. Evan Jasper takes it over the blue line. To the left side for Sutliff. Watts makes the save with the left shoulder. Rebound up high for Fawcett. Fawcett for Savage. Lichtenwald helping out. They do get it to center ice. That's going to be offside against Greenville, however, with 3:25 to go. Play starting to get a little chippy here. We have not had anything even really resembling any fights between these two teams tonight or last night. And in a 3-game series like this, that is unusual. But I wonder if it's starting to simmer to a boil right now. Maybe at the tail end of this period and maybe into tomorrow afternoon's game. Remember, tomorrow's game at 3 o'clock. And Jacksonville will try and make it a 3-game sweep of the Swamp Rabbits. If they hold on tonight, they'll have that opportunity. Jacksonville leading 3-1 right now with 3:25 to go in the third period. Arlie Johnson with you from the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. The Icemen looking for the 3-game winning streak tonight. And again, trying to make it 5 out of 6 are the Icemen. Face-off is going to be outside the Jacksonville blue line. The Icemen have not won 3 games in a row all season. Crowd loving the flex cam here. Had a bodybuilder up there. 3:25 to go in the third. Eli Lichtenwald is out there with Josh Erickson and Tyson Fawcett. Greenville has the puck at the red line. Sutliff for Walsh. Tapping it into the zone. Tim Daly's first on it for Jacksonville. Plays it off the end boards. A self-pass. Fawcett tries to continue it up the boards, but it's held in by the Swamp Rabbits. However, as they try to clear it in, it ends up going over the glass and out of play. It has gone final from Atlanta. The Atlanta Gladiators have shut out the Norfolk Admirals 4-0. So Norfolk loses in regulation. They are shut out. Orlando loses in regulation. They are shut out. Jacksonville is winning here 3-1. And it means that the Icemen could gain 2 points on Norfolk, Orlando, and Greenville tonight. This could be a near perfect night for the Icemen. They're just over 3 minutes away from it. Jacksonville leading 3-1. Dines ahead for Erickson. Erickson did not get a piece of that puck, so it will be an icing call. And the faceoff will come into the Jacksonville end. Draw is going to be to Austin Watts' left. Lichtenwald taking this face-off. He's had some more time in the third period here. Some valuable minutes from Lichtenwald. He'll oppose Joe Basaraba on the draw, and Lichtenwald wins the face-off. Dines just turns and fires it towards the empty net, off the post from about 170 feet away. Greenville already with an empty net. Lichtenwald on the backhand. Tries to knock it free for Fawcett at the blue line. Jacksonville couldn't quite get it into the empty net. In the neutral zone, Lichtenwald knocks it free for Fawcett. He'll tap it deeper into Greenville territory. Greenville has 6 skaters on the ice right now with an empty net behind them. And Chris Dines was about half an inch away from sealing the deal. McIntyre get hit off the puck. Lichtenwald, can he fire it towards the empty net? And it goes wide. No icing, though. He was on the Greenville half of the red line. 2:19 to go in the third period. Greenville pulling their goaltender very early here, trailing by 2. Swamp Rabbits clear it in behind the Jacksonville net. Lotz plays it around the wall for Eberle. Tapping it ahead. Can McIntyre beat Propavesis to it? Not quite. Propavesis wins that race. Feeding it to Jasper at the blue line. Greenville is in the zone and onside. Nevins loses it to Mingo, but the Swamp Rabbits get it right back. Cross ice pass deflected wide of the net. Propavesis shot towards goal, deflected by Walsh, but a save is made by Austin Lotz. No rebound with 1:48 to go. Getting word that Jimmy Lodge for the Icemen is not on the bench right now. That's part of why Eli Lichtenwald is getting some valuable minutes here. Hopefully Jimmy Lodge is okay. Timeout will be called here by Greenville. Jacksonville out shooting the Swamp Rabbits 34-19 right now. In this period, the Icemen with 13 shots on goal, Greenville with 3. A dominant third period performance here from the Icemen. They came into this third frame tied 1-1. They got the go-ahead goal in the opening minute of the third period. Elgin Pierce on the power play. His 14th of the year from Cameron Critchlow and Chris Dines. Bobby McIntyre at the 15-20 mark of the third period extended the lead to 3-1. McIntyre's 10th of the year from Brendan Collier. Also add an assist to Scott Savage on that goal from McIntyre. So Jacksonville leading by 2. They'd love another empty netter to bring the house down. Over 7,000 on hand tonight. But they'll take the victory. Don't worry about that. Defense first here. Jacksonville defensively has been so good this week. Jason Christie barking out instructions for somebody on the ice for Jacksonville. Might have been Chris Dines. Face-off is to Austin Lotz's left. Critchlow against Basaraba on the draw. Greenville has 6 skaters on the ice with an empty net behind them. 1:48 on the clock. Jacksonville wins the draw. Dines rips it around the wall. Pierce tries to clear, unable to do so. Into the corner, it's Nevins for the Swamp Rabbits. Around the end boards for Joe Hauk. Hauk for Nevins. Shot on goal, save made by Watts in a screen from a sharp angle. Critchlow turns, fires it towards the empty net. Will it go in this time? Again off the outside of the post, and it's going to be icing. Dines' empty net shot from 170 feet away went off the inside of the post. That time from Critchlow, it went off the outside of the post from about 180 feet away. So close to sealing the deal. 1:25 on the clock. Face-off will be again to the left side of Austin Lotz. Critchlow and Basaraba will wait for the drop of the puck once more. And it is Greenville winning the draw. Right point, it's Propavesis. One-timer from the point, deflected away. Critchlow looks to clear. Propavesis holds it in, but a pass goes off the leg of Elgin Pearson out to center ice. Greenville clears back in, but Dines is on the puck. He's got plenty of time in his own end. Will he go for the empty net? He'll slap it towards the empty net. It's going to be icing. That was not what Jason Christie would want there. With 1:04 to go. Most important thing is to kill some time on the clock. Don't have to go for the empty net, but instead it's going to be a offensive zone draw here for Greenville. This time to the right side of Austin Lotz. Cam Critchlow, number 1 face-off man for Jacksonville. Everett Clark would also be in that consideration, but he has been out this week with an upper body injury. Greenville with a shot deflected out of play immediately off the face-off. Garrett Hunt got a piece of that. 1:01 remaining in the game. And the Icemen on top 3-1. Again, looking for their first 3-game winning streak of the year. Would also make it 5 out of 6 for the Icemen. Greenville, if they lose, it would be a 7-game winless streak and only 1 win in their last 11. Puck is down. Collier takes this draw this time. Dejan Mingo tries to knock it away. Mingo just laying on the puck in the corner, and he'll get a face-off. 53.5 seconds to go. Jacksonville has done well with the face-offs this evening. Collier against Basaraba this time. Line change here for the Icemen. They wanted some fresh skaters out there. Collier, McIntyre, and Eberle are the forwards, with Savage and Mingo the defensive pairing. Basaraba will try and win the puck to Evan Jasper at the top of the circle, right in the slot. Puck is down. Collier wins it cleanly. Mingo behind the net. Savage lets it go around the wall, just trying to flip it out of the zone with Eberle's help. They do get it out into the Greenville end. No icing this time. The clock will roll with 42 seconds on the clock. Swamp Rabbits with the puck. Basaraba over his own line, then at center ice, tapped in by Greenville, tapped right back out by Savage to the neutral zone. Greenville clears in, only to have Savage pick it up. In his own end for Mingo. Mingo off the boards and out to center for Collier. Ahead to Eberle, over the blue line. Cross ice, it's McIntyre. Missed the net at a sharp angle. And it's going to be a face-off, I think, in the Greenville zone with 18 seconds left to go. McIntyre's shot was actually deflected, I think, by the Swamp Rabbits. Unselfish play by Eberle to McIntyre. I'm not sure if Houck got a piece of it with his leg or not, but it will force Ty Rimmer to go into the net. And an offensive zone face-off here for Jacksonville, leading by 2, 18 seconds to go. You get the idea. It looks like the Icemen have this 3-game winning streak in hand. It's just a matter of the final seconds ticking off. Greenville wins the draw. Johnson will play it out to center ice. Mingo from the red line slams it right back in. 8 seconds to go. Rimmer into the corner for Kotick. Back around the boards. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Greenville plays it out. This game is over, and the Jacksonville Icemen have defeated the Greenville Swamp Rabbits for the second straight night. 3-1, your final score. Jacksonville breaking open a 1-1 game in the opening minute of the third period. The game winner was a power play goal from Elgin Pierce at the 54-second mark of this third period. Pierce's 14th of the year. Bobby McIntyre sealed it with some insurance at the 15-20 mark of the third period. McIntyre's 10th goal of the season. With the victory, Jacksonville has now won 5 of their last 6 and 3 in a row. Their overall record, 15 wins, 23 losses, 3 shootout losses, and 3 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. While Greenville now 18, 22, 3-1. Jacksonville up to 35 points in the standings now with this win, and with 6th place Norfolk losing, with 5th place Greenville losing, with 4th place Orlando losing. Jacksonville now climbs 2 points on all of them. They gain 2 points on all of them in the standings. Jacksonville is now just 3 points out of 6th, 5 out of 5th, and 7 points out of the 4th playoff spot in the South Division. We're starting to sniff playoffs here on the First Coast as Jacksonville wins this one tonight, 3-1. Next broadcast tomorrow afternoon. Jacksonville will try and make it a clean sweep of the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. For everybody involved in this production, this is Arlie Johnson saying good night. Your final score again, Jacksonville 3, Greenville 1. We'll catch you again tomorrow afternoon at 3.